Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. I did an intro and then when I looked at the video footage it was rubbish, so I've taken it off. So this stamp set that I've used, you'll hear me rustling because I've got it in my hand. It's by Sheena Douglas, A Little Bit Magical Knowledge is what it's called. Now this is from 2013. Can't remember where I got it from, to be fair. And I'm also using day 31 of the Christmas Advent calendar from Gummy Pan from last year. So I've already done the goblet. I'd already got that done when I first got the stamp set. I'm just using the I'm just going to stop now because I'm just going to show you this is the card that I did the video on, and I thought you might want to see the other one that I did in the red. So this is that one with the reverse. You can't tell that it's not the stamp's not reversed, can you at all? And what did I put on it? Where did I put them? Seriously, I'm only doing it for the cookies, I think. Anyway, back to the card. So I just thought I'd show you them. So yeah, I'm using the inkwell from this. I hope that's caught up with what I've said. So I'm going to use Memento ink because I'm going to use my alcohol markers, which is the Ohuhu Honolulu 320 set. And if anybody's interested, I saw them on a Facebook page, Marketplace, I think it was. Somebody was selling a full set for £140. So that might be worth looking for anybody if they're interested. She said she'd used maybe 20 of the colours. She'd barely used them, so if you wanted to go have a look for that. And as usual, I'm writing the colours down that I'm going to be using. I have stamped it out, as you can see, 4 times, but I'm only going to colour one because I'm going to use the others to stack up and leave to create some dimension for it. And to be honest with you, I actually think I should have used slightly darker colour. No, not on that I didn't. I'll get to the bit where I think I should have used a slightly darker colour on it in a bit. So yeah, so I'm just colouring this in, and the darker areas for your shading, as I've said before, it goes around the edges and where only 2 lines meet. So that's the way I colour. I do my darkest colour first, then my medium colour, and then my lightest colour. But I always go over all the colours that I've got. So when I've got the lightest colour, the final colour, I will go over the darkest and the medium as well. You just get a better, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, a better flawless colour blend. So yeah, I'm just going to do this now. So while I'm just doing this, can I thank everybody for subscribing? If you're watching the video and you're into this far, we're 3.5 minutes, nearly 4 minutes, and you haven't subscribed, will you consider doing so? It does help my channel. Also like, comment and share. It makes a difference to the algorithms, and I do like reading your comments, and I will always answer you. Sometimes if people have commented on previous videos, they don't come up straight away, so don't think that I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. It's just they pop up at different times. And as you're sure you can imagine, this one is #167, so there's a lot of videos that I just don't go through looking for them unless I'm looking for something specific. So I'm just using the Glaze now, and I've just done the ink bit at the bottom. So there's the don't tap your fingers mean I'm thinking about what to do. So I've got some glossy accents, dressing gown, stupid o'clock again, and I'm just putting them over the top of the inkwell and also the bits that have like dribbled down, just to give that illusion that it's, well, not illusion, that look that it is a liquid. and that does work really well. I do like glossy accents. So there you go. And the colours that I've chosen as well for the oxides are also this pen that I'm using. It's there's two pens. There's this one, and then there's like one, you know, one of the glass ones. It's one of those as well, but I chose to use the fountain pen. So the colours that I've chosen with the Distress Oxide are, the first one is Antique Linen that I'm using. Then I've got Pumice Stone and Brush Corduroy. Brush Corduroy is obviously the darker one, but I wish that I'd used a darker colour than Brush Corduroy. It's on and I can't do much about it. Maybe I can. I have put a little bit of black on it. But I wish I'd got that extra warmth in it, because the warmth would go better with the card panel. Again, this is the card panel that I'm using. You'll see that in a little bit. Is one that I've already pre-made, and it's got gold, it's got silver, it's got like a lavender in it, it's got I don't know what else it's got. It's more browny, but you'll see that later on. So doing the lighter colours, medium colour, and then a darker colour, and then vice versa. I do like the way that this colour combo works on your card. I do need to get some re-inkers for these as well. I've noticed that I haven't got a black soot re-inker for some reason. Don't know why. I'm just going to have a drink of my coffee. Oh, if that was a bit slurpy. I hope it wasn't. So yeah, there you see, just going in with the black. Maybe I shouldn't have used black. Maybe I should have gone in with a warmer brown. What could I have used? Just getting the colour charts for these, for the oxides. Sorry about all of that, Lynn. Yeah, probably vintage photo would have looked better. Yeah. Yeah, definitely vintage photo would have been better. Still might do it. Actually, oh no, maybe I can't, because I've already put some distress glaze on it. But you should be able to do. I don't know. I'll have a go and see what it looks like. So there's the card panel. As you can see, it's just different, using different products, like a well, not multimedia as it were, really, I suppose. And putting on my I can't think of the name now, it's gone. Do you know? My head. Microglaze. Got it in front of me now. And I'm not putting as much on as I did yesterday. So yeah, rubbing it in. I really do like the texture that it leaves the cards. So just buffing it off, and then it does. It makes your card waterproof as well. Now you can see there, there was when I put it on, I've actually bent the card up a little bit. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. And I'm going to scrumple it up. I already have scrumpled it up. That's me not looking, I was looking at something else. So yeah, I've scrumpled it up just to give it that little bit of extra interest, really. I'm just layering up these inkwell. I'm probably sitting that one down for some reason. And the glue that I'm using is Gina Connect glue. Love that glue. Lasts for ages. The bottle that I've got, I bought it in because I started writing it on 26th of August. I've got about half left, and the needle point container that I've got there. That's only the second time that I've filled it up, and I make a lot of cards. So it does go a long way. Maybe it's a little bit expensive, but it does go a long way. And then just going around the edges because I don't want to see any white edges of any of my die cuts. So I'm going to put some background on the panel, and it's like a poem, but because I've put microglaze on, I'm going to use stays on it, so it's not going to smudge or anything like that. I suppose it would be virtually the same with I don't know what I'm thinking. No, I wanted to use this because it's oil based, isn't it? She says. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've done. The only thing about it as well, being on crumpled card, when I've double stamped it, I've thought, Evans, is it going to go in the right place? But it did. So there was no double stamping on that. Now, when I'm applying the glue, where I've scrumpled it up, I'm only putting it on the high rise bits on it. So I don't want it to be flat. I want it to be uneven, with different dimensions all over the card, as you can see there. I'm not pressing it down all over. I do want it to actually look like this. And then looking for a little bit of placement, what I'm going to do. Didn't really want the pen leaning up against the glass, the goblet as it were. So again, because it's on microglaze, I am putting some weight on it just to make sure that it sticks well. I'm just using distress inks now with black soot, a little bit of water in it. Oh, I'm dressed now. This is the next day. I'm just putting a little flecks on, but I've also you'll also see me putting a little bit of ink on the nib, just so it looks like it has been used. Did think about putting it on, but because it's got microglaze on, it didn't do anything at all, so that was a bit of a waste. Yeah, and I've wasted that ink, can you believe it? So what I'm doing here, I want it to give the impression that it is quite a circular pot. So I've put 2 layers of the foam tape on, and then I've put the glue on the centre just to hold it down, and then just on the very edges. So it will be, again, it is dimensional, but it just gives that rounded look to it, as you can see there. It is going to need a little bit of encouragement. So I'll put my reverse tweezers on just to hold it in place and make sure that I do get the look that I want. So now we're coming to the pen, and that's how I've decided that I want the pen. So I'm putting foam tape on. I've put 2 layers on it up until it reaches the inkwell, Then I've just added glue to it so it sticks down to the inkwell. And then we had an issue. Because it's such a fine tip for the nib, it was going to be too much messing about and it just wouldn't look right putting foam tape on it. So I thought, what am I going to do? So once I've done this, I shall hopefully show you. And it's worked really, really well. Fiddly, but well worth it. So there's me. I thought one was going to be enough, but obviously it's not. So I'm just putting another one on. There you go. So the nib is too flexible. It was going to come off. So, and as well, what I've done with the back, because I've scrumpled the panel up, I've scrumpled the backing plate for the back panel as well. So, and again, I've put it on in the same way. So this is what I decided to do. I've got a piece of acetate, really, really thin, narrow, and I'll put it on my, you know, I'll put it on that. What's it called? Scoreboard. How, you know, honestly. And I've run it all through and I've concertinaed it up. I tried showing you, but it was too small. So I took that bit out. So you just have to take my word for it. So that's that little bit there that's just glowing. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. You see how floppy it is on the nib, on the brush itself, and on the plate, on the panel. And I'm just going to pop it on. And it's really is supporting it really quite well. And you can't see it's there, obviously, because it's acetate. Can't see it at all. And because as well I've put glossy accents on it, I put a really, really thin coat on. It's glossy, so even if it's glowing a little bit, shining a little bit, you can't really see. So everybody, there's the card for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.